Today it's all about damage. We're gonna see how much damage you can manage to stack up. Starting with shanking this innocent slime. The first battle is always fairly uneventful. We killed him and this one just wants to use shield. After murdering the slime and his all his friends, we're gonna be rewarded with the syringe is always fun. Attacks a nearest enemy for 5 damage, increases damage by 5 each time it's used. And that's definitely about just as strong as it sounds like it is. The first turn's done, not more than a few knives, he's down to 8 HP, we got 14 damage coming our way. Unless we pick up a big cluster of weapons and then we're going to eliminate idiot number 1 plus put on 5 shield. And probably also hurt idiot 2 fairly badly. And then we misclick and pick up a single fluff, which means we're about to take 2 damage. But on my second turn, I'm pretty sure he's entirely dead. We're rewarded with body armor, gave 5 block at the start of every turn, so if we pick that up, that's easy armor. Then I'm gonna try and grab resilient here. I think I got a pretty firm grab on that. We're gonna heal 5 after every fight. Not that I'm gonna need it, I plan on killing everything immediately. Ring of Strength, this is the kind of thing we want. Increase your strength by 2, look how small it is. And that means every time I pick it up, we're gonna get 2 more damage for everything we throw for every turn the rest of the fight. That combined with the syringe is gonna be colossal damage. Since we basically get a free turn right away, let's throw the body armor out there as well. We're going to stack 5 easy armor every turn to protect against the sunflower. He's able to do some damage back to us, but we're going to go ahead and throw the syringe and the ring of power at him, so we're just going to keep stacking up damage. We're able to block some of the damage coming back our way, and we did manage to grab a few shields as well. We're going to hit him for a little extra, but block his damage. I just need a whole bunch of these things. If I could have syringes and the rings of power, rings of strength, we would be in really good shape, because we're already absolutely wrecking him, and we're up to 4 strength. So if we get lots of strength and lots of small weapons, we'd absolutely annihilate. Which is absolutely something we can look at doing. I just need a place to stop and drop off a bunch of these useless items we're not going to need anymore. I'm going to remove 3 poison at the end of each turn because poison can really stack up eventually. Turn number 1 against these morons. They're mostly just going to power up, so I'm going to try and get a hold of a ring. Or just take a random grab of whatever this is going to turn out to be. A little bit of shield, a little bit of permanent shield, a little bit of damage. We're actually going to have quite a bit of damage coming back our way, so I'm naturally going to pick up a whole bunch of damage for them. That's not going to be enough to kill him, but it's going to give us a little bit more armor. Then I'm just going to take a big old grab of that, whereas hoping for a little more damage, but at least we'll block some of the damage coming back our way. So we'll get some damage going in and murder the plant, and then we're going to start getting the frog as well. He's going to get syringed for 10. So I really just need to keep stacking up more damage. They aren't dying nearly quickly enough. My beloved Hand of Midas converts all fluff in a small radius into gold. And there tends to be a lot of fluff in here, so when utilized properly, that is a really powerful item, as we found out. If I could actually hold on to all of this, that was a really strange... I don't know how I got away with that, but I'm not complaining. That was actually a pretty good grab. I only wanted 2 shields, and I got shield and strength and damage. So that strength is actually going to help us out a lot. 25 shield isn't going to block all of that, but it's going to block a lot of it. Yeah, at this point, we are better off probably just to murder the blue slime as well, so he won't be giving us damage anymore. We're going to get more strength and a little bit more shield. I wanted some coins in the syringe anyway, since this isn't going to be the kind of turn where we get a lot of variety of attack, but the syringe is hitting for 14 already. Definitely starting to take a little more damage than I would like. This is going to be a decent grab though. We got even more. We're up to 8 strength after this turn. So we're hitting for 11 already with the knives. Plus the syringe is always going up in damage. If we can actually just grab that by itself, he's dead because his sword strikes twice. I don't actually want any more items right now. I want to start losing items. Plus we get an upgrade turn. I'm going to do my Ring of Strength. That's going to increase my strength by 4 every time we use it. And that's definitely a huge number. I wanted just the big shield there. I didn't mean to take the Hand of Midas with me. But sometimes you just gotta take what you can get. We have 25 shields, so we're going to take a little bit of damage. But we're going to start to put some shield back on and get to stabbing. We're going to get to stabbing real bad. If we had picked up that strength thing the first time, we would have actually eliminated him quite quickly. But sometimes you just have to have a little patience. We're going to block all of the damage coming back at least. And then Idiot 1 is going to be eliminated, so we only have 25 damage coming our way, which is still a lot. So we're going to try and grab the single shield very carefully out of there, like a surgeon. Then we're going to get double block out of this, so I think we're blocking all the damage coming back. Then we're hopefully going to grab a nice big cluster of coins and gold rings. The next grab, a little bit more of the same, enough shield to block it all, plus we got an extra 4 strength. So that means each one of these knives is going to do extra damage, plus we're going to put an extra 4 strength on here. So each one of these is doing an extra 8 damage already. So a hand mirror is also very strong, as you can tell by its gold shininess. That will entirely block an attack straight back at the idiots. And here's a great place to try and start. We'll start with the strength ring instead. And I'm going to be a bit of a cowboy here and try and pick up the armor and the mirror in one, because if I get those both, mission accomplished, that would have been a really good grab. Instead, we're mostly just going to take 5 damage and let them power up. But we do at least have 4 strength on so far. There's going to be a bit of shield. I'm going to grab the mirror this time. Probably going to grab the Hand of Midas, but it's not really the type of turn where I want to linger for long, because this one's going to start to hurt. But we're going to reflect 8 attack back and block the remaining 15 mostly. I actually got a really good grab here because we grabbed 4 knives and 1 big shield, so that's actually going to set us up really nicely. We've also collected the syringe on this turn. We're going to take the extra 5 shield. We need to block all the damage, and the frog is almost dead. And we can absolutely bombard them at this point with all sorts of damage. Even at 9 per hit, that's stacking up quickly. And we get the syringe out again, so that's going to be a wrap for these idiots. Time for a boss fight. This guy's got 303 HP. So the first thing we're going to try and do is grab the armor and the ring. That way we can put on 5 armor at the start of every turn, just that easily. Then I'm going to try and grab the syringe and whatever gold I can out of that corner. Okay, the syringe has left me, just like everything in my life, but we're going to keep attacking. He's looking to do 13 damage back, so if we can get the ring and the mirror going, he'll take that 13 damage back to him. And his block doesn't reset in between turns, but our damage is going to get so high it's not going to matter. Then I'm going to try and grab whatever I can out of there. I got at least 2 shields, so all of his damage is blocked. Plus, we're going to reflect something back at him, which is hopefully this attack, because that's decent damage. He is going to try and hit me for 13. We're going to block that. Plus, our strength is going up to new heights. We're going to be all the way up to 12 strength. But he's definitely going to start doing some damage. He's looking to throw 25 at us. Pretty sure we're going to manage to block all that, but we got to get some damage going back at him. That is a really good grab. That's going to be a lot of damage going his way. 17 per shot already. The syringe is also doing 17. He's actually got a pretty big attack coming back at us. I think we're going to take about 14 damage here. So we're definitely going to need to watch our HP. That was a good grab though too. Lots of shield. Definitely lots of damage going out. He currently doesn't have any shield because we keep tearing through it every round. I wasn't thinking, but I probably actually could have killed him there because we're doing that much damage. But I guess there's always this turn. That's going to be an easy kill. Decrease the health of all enemies by 25%. Perfect. We just need a few more of those and we won't have to fight at all anymore. I don't remember seeing this fish before. First grab, we're going to go knife, body armor, strength ring. Oh, this is the kind of thing that drops spike balls in on us too. So those are going to hurt us for 5 damage every time we touch one. So we'll try really hard to not touch any spike things and we'll just keep stacking up strength. So even the little things we do grab will do a ton of damage. And then we're going to swing the sword twice and it's going to hit for extra hard. So he's dead and we didn't swing again on him. That's okay because this shield will give me 20 shield. So we're perfectly protected. We're going to double swing the sword for 10, I think 18 twice. So it should be 36 damage, which leaves him with only 22. 3 knives should be more than enough to absolutely destroy him. I am going to take another one of those because we need to keep throwing those at the enemies. Now's your chance to do some expensive shredding. I'm going to get rid of 2 of our little shields. They just take up space. A part of the room is occupied by a small pond. The air feels moist and warm. What do? You enjoy your sauna and drink from the pond. We lose 5 health. Well, it's nice of them on this turn to come with a healer. They're going to need it if they have any chance at all of surviving. That's a good first grab. Lots of armor, but most importantly, the armor and the ring. While I'm at it, I'm going to grab the mirror. We'll just get it out of the stack now, and it's just going to sit there in reflect mode until something hits it. Which is a pretty good grab on my part because everything is hitting really, really hard for some reason. We're going to add a bunch of armor, so he's going to deflect on himself, and these 2 will hopefully block most of. Since everything is hitting so hard, we're going to grab a little more shield and shield for next turn. We're going to take 4 damage here, but we'll be able to kill the one-eyed cat. Especially if that ring can drop in the machine first, but I think it's probably going to be last. I just want a machine full of knives and strength rings at this point. Every grab will just be a huge amount. We're already up to 12 strength, make that 16, so we're going to stab for 21 and 26 and he's dead. You know, this is also good because it hits for 5 like a regular one and applies 3 poison. I do want this if I can manage to get it out. If you only pick up a single item, use it twice in a turn. Obviously, if you manage to fish some of my items out, that would be huge. Don't know if I'm going to get away. Actually, I did. Perfect. Single items are now much stronger. And we're fighting a giant, whatever that thing is. So we're going to try and grab the Reflecto mirror only. And did we get it? Yeah, we did actually. So we get 2 reflects. Never mind. That's apparently doesn't apply to that. That's probably going to slip out of there. So he's a strength doubler. His strength is going to double at the end of every turn, so we're just going to start hitting him with everything we got. Really need to drag the poison in there too, but our strength is going up. We're going to reflect his damage at him. But we got lots of these little ones. We can grab a whole big handful of those, and the poison one got out. So we're doing 4 extra damage, so 9 per hit already. Pretty sad that my strength thing didn't show up again, but that's okay. We got almost enough shield and definitely more damage going out. That syringe will stack up damage lots by itself. He's already down to 2/3 his health. Even grabbed a coin in this cluster. We're going to get all the shield we need. We do need to kill him sooner than later though. With his strength doubling, he's going to start to hit hard. So I'm also going to try and fish this armor out of there. I think we also got the strength thing and lots of damage. So he's taking some big damage, and we're going to get 5 strength every turn. We'll maybe grab this syringe and a little more shield here, hopefully. We're definitely going to take some damage, but he's a boss, so once he's dead, we're healed. And he's almost dead anyway. Should be one more turn. Yeah, he's going to die. The strength is only going up, and more poison and more just damage. He's dead. Hoarder is tempting. I don't want to clutter the machine up too much with different things. Bulwark. Start each fight with 5 block. Well, that's a fair bit of damage coming our way. Let's start to build up some shield. We are starting with 10 block every fight, so that's kind of a relief. So already we're up to 20. And now that the strength is building up anyway, I'm pretty sure we're going to eliminate idiot number 1, and idiot number 2 is going to be well on his way to dead. So far, this is a pretty strong build that I don't really need to put a lot of strategy into. I just do with them a lot of damage and everything works out. Extra strength, big hit. Gonna hopefully grab a bunch of this. Don't necessarily love the way that transpired, but purple slime is doomed. An ancient looking chest sits in the middle of the room. Oh, we're gonna open that. And it's a mimic and we lost 5 health again. Okay, so now we got 2 healers and a bomb. So we're maybe going to save the reflect for when the bomb is ready to go off. That way he can bomb himself hilariously. As for the other ones, we'll just, start to stab them and hurt them. I could definitely still use less items in the machine. I want my ring to always be spawning. That's not quite going to be enough to kill idiot number 1, so he's mostly going to heal through that. But my ring has made an appearance, so we're going to scoop that up with some shield. They're actually doing a lot of damage. I didn't realize how strong those were. So a little change of plans, we're going to reflect one of his attacks back at him. But now the bomb is getting ready to go with 50 damage in a few turns, so we're going to have to start doing what we can to eliminate what's in front of us. This guy should be dead. We're going to try and grab a big cluster of damage. If we had have held those 2, we would have absolutely wrecked. We're still going to do plenty of damage here though. Gonna try and grab all of these, plus his shield would be nice. If we can get through him, we can maybe just stack some armor or just really go for the bomb. We might be able to kill him actually. We probably can if we grab that. As long as that armor doesn't bounce a claw in a weird way. Oh, the bomb is really dead. That's so much damage. 2, 3 hits. So we had 3 more to go. And this is supposed to be a more challenging battle. It starts with a bomb and an idiot and all sorts of things. To begin, we're just gonna grab the strength ring and a bunch of damage, maybe even a few coins while we're at it. Who knows? That's a good one. Then it's actually kind of an ugly grab, but we're going to try and grab the few shields to block the damage coming in. And it's basically just rinse and repeat again and again. We might have got the armor here, which is also very good for us. Bomb 1, I think, is going to die here. Nope. Bomb 1 is... No, he had lots of shield. I did manage to dig all the way in there and grab the ring again, though. As long as we grab that at least twice in a turn, we tend to be in really good shape. And we can usually get it at least that many times. If I can scoop all that up, that's a lot of damage going out. We are going to reflect one of those back at ourselves. But you know what? Sometimes that's just going to happen. 2 can play at that game. Really wanted to grab that shield as well, but at least 12 of that damage is going back at him, so we're only taking 7 here. The little bomber boy there is about ready to go off though, so we need as many of these knives as we can get our hands on. And then we're going to need another good grab after this. That would probably be the key to my success. We only need 1 more knife though, actually. So let's try and grab a bunch, because you can never have too much overkill. Ball boy is dead, no damage taken from him. I think I will take another hand of Midas, because you can just never have too many of those. I'm going to upgrade this syringe. It does 5 damage initially and 10 for each subsequent grab. And that's going to be important for us. And look at all that damage we got coming in. So that's going to give us 50 shields. So that's a good start. And then we're just going to start grabbing all of this and start murdering things. The syringe already gets its first boost. 50 shield seems like a lot, but they're actually going to hit me pretty hard with all of this. The syringe is over here. We're going to try and grab that and hopefully clear a bit of a space for the mirror. That's still decent enough damage. I don't think it's going to kill him, but it's almost going to kill him. And there's not enough damage coming in for me to worry about, so 5 shield is going to be more than enough. We're only going to take 1 damage, plus our strength is going up. Wow, he's hitting us with a lot of poison. I didn't realize how bad that was. So we're gonna have to start picking up the syringe and the mirror and everything we can. Please grab all of that. We need that. Perfect. Syringe, we're going to reflect his damage straight back at him. I'm going to try and grab everything here. We're going to finish him off. We're going to have to deflect his attack back at him, but that's just going to have to be fine because we need this guy to die. That poison's going to wreck us. 55 HP, so we might have to start doing something about a little bit of toughness for ourselves. For now, we're going to hit him with a fair bit of damage, 13 per knife and 43 for the syringe. Vampire Fangs would be good. You regenerate 1 health when you deal damage. We do a lot of little hits, so that would actually put quite a bit of health back in on us. Just trying to line that up there, and good enough for me. Uh-oh, we're not going to grab that, not even close. But we got another bug boss thing, so that's going to be fine, especially if we start stacking syringes already. He does have 330 HP, so I do want to try and grab that body armor if I can, and whatever else in this cluster for now. That's just going to help us add armor every turn, so I need to worry less about the damage incoming. The strength ring dropped right on top of the syringe on top of a giant pile of coins, and that's just really satisfying to grab. We're going to be rich and start really stacking up the damage. That syringe is already going to hit for 19. So we got enough shield there, plus we're going to hit him with another 4 of those, so that's 36 damage going his way. Every time we grab that syringe, its damage goes up. Every time we grab the ring, everything's damage goes up. But we are going to have to fish it out when it does land in an odd spot. We even missed it there, but it's sitting next to the mirror, and his strength is going to go up, so we'll only be better served to wait to use the mirror. And he's really only still at 20 damage. We have 100 HP remaining, and this is actually going to do quite a bit of hit to him because that syringe, 39 already. I somehow keep managing to push that mirror like farther in, so this is just going to have to be good enough. Okay, I got the mirror. I think he's going to die anyway, but just in case, we'll reflect that damage right back at him. But as long as I grab like any of this, I think he's pretty dead. I thought we had more strength than that built up, but we took quick work of him. Each attack applies 1 poison. 1 strength every time you receive damage is also pretty good. Let's try that. That's, just for good measure. So we're going to get a little bit of shield here. We're going to start stacking up some strength, and we're going to start murdering the plant. While I'm at it, I'm going to grab this mirror, just so we can reflect 13 damage back. That way we don't have to take any damage this turn. The ring landed not a bad spot, and we've already got 4 strength. That's soon to be 8 strength. We're going to poison him a little bit. We're going to reflect some damage on ourselves. I'm going to try and grab a bunch of things here. Well, we got 1 shield and some damage, so I think we're going to kill Idiot 1. We're not going to have a lot of shield to block Idiot 2. But our strength is up to 13 at this point, and that's quite a grab if we hold on to all that. I think we're going to be able to block a lot of damage. I think Idiot 1 might be dead. So we'll grab 2 shields and hopefully get some damage out. That's going to not quite entirely block him, but we're also going to almost kill him. Pretty sure this will be more than enough to do it, and we got a good handful of coins. We're getting fairly rich without even trying right now. Well, there's another poisoner, so we'll go ahead and take that. Now we gotta fight a fish and a bomb, which is fine because I think we got the ring plus a bunch of damage there anyways. Our strength is already at 4, so this might actually kill him, depending on how much those are doing by now. Not quite, but he's pretty close. The 3 poison will actually kill him. Turns out having all this strength is really effective. I didn't see how much shield he had. That's fine. We'll probably actually still do some damage through it all. And once we tear through all that damage, we're going to hit him for a whole bunch more. He's not dead, but he's almost. There's another ring of strength. Yeah, we're definitely taking that. And then we got to decide the best route here. We're going to take an easy battle for now because we need to be careful how we approach all this. So there's going to be 2 rings. He's coming at me for 13 damage. So if we can pick up the ring and the shield, we'll negate all damage. Now, in a perfect world, I would kill Idiot number 1. I would have also grabbed more of the strength, but Idiot 1 is definitely going to die. Then we're going to reflect 25 damage back at the other idiot. I think we can actually grab 2 strength rings here. One of them gives 2, the other 4, but that's still an additional 6 strength that we really didn't need. There's some coins and just more damage. So 15 each already. That's a lot of damage coming back our way. Luckily, I think I could probably pluck that shield out by itself for extra shield. We dropped that strength thing in a kind of a bad spot. Luckily, we have multiple strength things and all sorts of things in this machine, so we'll be able to get all sorts of damage down. Hopefully, we managed to kill Idiot number 1 here, which we did not. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more shield. Idiot 1 here will die. We have enough shield to block Idiot 2 entirely. The next grab wasn't quite as pretty, but our strength is going up and we got 10 shield. I would have liked if that mirror, we might actually get away with that. Yep. Okay, good. We're going to block some of that attack. Hopefully we'll kill him. Yep, then some of his attack is going back to him as well, which will block a lot of damage for us. It really sucks getting the ring stuck in the corner because it can take a turn or 2 to wiggle it out of there. Once we do get it out though, it's pretty easy to just start dropping it in a machine and murdering everyone. Okay, we got an item machine. We can start each thing with even more block. I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab that through all this stuff. Maybe. Okay, well that's pretty helpful. Try and grab spikes. Start each fight with 3 spikes, so anything that hits me takes 3 damage. Plus it increases our strength. And then I really wanted to take this fight and try and kill these guys. I do realize they're going to start poisoning me really hard, so I do need to get everything I can going. That's a really... Oh, I lost a syringe. But they're going to start poisoning me really hard, so I got to start getting damage on them, like, right now. Okay, I want to try and grab all of this. That's a lot of damage plus the syringe. That should take out Idiot 1 and hopefully a big chunk of Idiot 2. Okay, Idiot 1 is gone. Our poison isn't at crazy levels yet. Just got to try and grab a nice hearty chunk of something here. Even just this would probably be fine. We get the gold ring, which hopefully increase. Yeah, he might be dead here. If that had landed the other way, he would have been. Oh, he is anyway. Well, I will take this guy, and we got a garbage can to start tossing out stuff we don't want. This is going to be risky, but I'm going to remove the body armor and the big shield because those are big items getting in the big way. I'm also going to remove maybe... This is really dumb and risky, but we're going to remove all of that from the machine, so it's mostly raw damage going out. Because now it's time for a boss fight. So we're going to start by grabbing a ring and a syringe, and our damage is just going to go way up. I need to remember too that every time he hits me, my strength will go up. Plus, we're going to get a free reflect here as well. Oh, and our strength is going to go up, so it's already at 6, which is actually really strong. Turns out his block doesn't reset in between turns. That should be fine anyway, because we're just going to keep probably stabbing him. Hopefully with some poison while we're at it. Kind of wish I had less shields, believe it or not, right now. But if we manage to stack up, well, damage or poison, we'll get through to him. Stuff is actually flinging out that it's, I'm getting free hits for some reason. Trying to get around those stupid shields. We did get another strength ring in at least. So we're hitting him. We're going to reflect that whole hit back at him. So let's try and fish out this corner while we get a bit of a free throw. The syringe is probably going to be a big part of my success. So we are doing 15 per hit. That's going straight to him. There's a lot of damage coming in. Come on, syringe. And as many of these as we can get. Just got to keep firing at him. So that was 15. The syringe is at 35 already. I got to try and fish out. Actually, both those strength things would be great. Plus like 40 of those knives as well. So that's actually really good. That's a great investment in the future. Stab, stab, strength upgrade, shield. Plus he's increasing our strength every time he hit us there. So we are in fact up to 20 strength. Plus if we can grab some of these guys. That is not quite enough to kill him, but it's actually closer than you might think. Guys, we're hitting him for 25, 29 now. Almost grabbed that sword, which is I should definitely throw out at some point because it's just getting in the way, but he's way dead. I also took a second item, so we now remove 6 poison at the start of every turn. I also realized when I was fighting the final boss that I would sacrifice all of my shields just to outdamage him. Against regular enemies, that's probably not going to, be such a grand strategy overall. But maybe it will ultimately, even though we are about to take 12 damage, but our strength is going up, so what does it matter? I feel like every time we grab something now, it adds a bunch of damage and just gives out a bunch of damage right away. Like this first guy is super dead already. And like then we can just grab a whole bunch of knives and coins and finish him off on the very next turn. Super easy. Plus there's some poison going out, which, would count for something. Get 1 block every time you use an item. That's actually not bad. We're going to throw that in. And I'm pretty glad I did because these guys are going to dish some damage out my way. We're going to throw a reflect in, so 15's gone, but we still have 45 plus 8. Unless we can somehow manage to finish off the first guy, but I don't know about that. That's 44 damage, and my damage builds as the fight goes on. Even with all these, not quite. Oh, he reflected himself to death, but that was, didn't matter because they still got their damage off on me and were poisoned. I'm still hoping I can just sort of damage my way through this. I need to grab this. Look at all the knives we have in some clusters. Considering how much stuff there was on the ground, we did not get a very good grab there. But we'll get some damage going on him for sure. But this stuff tends to all grab like really nicely and fold in there. You can get so many in one turn. So if we were getting heal per hit, we would be insanely strong. Okay, we're going to give it to the short sword because that's not really doing anything for us anymore. And I'm going to upgrade another one of my rings of strength. Because so far we're skating by in damage. We have like very few defensive items and we're making that work for us. Like this turn, we eliminated the one-eyed cat right away. The second one's going to heal. We got lots of damage coming in, but we can reflect one of those, provided we don't screw up this pickup. And actually, the gauntlet would also be good, but we'll reflect his damage. Then we'll try and grab, yeah, there we go. A couple shields in the ring, that's good enough. We're still going to take 12 damage here, but that's perfectly fine. We probably should have actually killed him now that I look at that. But it's never really too late to make up for lost time. That's a lot of damage going out. This might kill both of them. In fact, it's definitely going to kill both of them. This is kind of interesting. Reduces incoming damage to 1 for 1 turn, but removes all your block. I mean, I don't generally have a lot of blocks, so that kind of works out. So let's go ahead and pick that up right away because that's going to save me some trouble. Pretty sure I can actually defeat slime number 1 here, depending on what I just picked up. I forgot I didn't have any strength already, so that might not have been as smart as I thought it was. Oh, he's going to die from poison though. Okay, so 1 damage for everything. I got 2 strength things in this cluster, so that's going to add 8 strength. So 8 damage to all of my shots moving forward, which means a grab like this is going to be absolutely devastating to the first guy. Even the second one is going to hit pretty hard. Dodge 1 attack, so the rest of them will hit him and then he dies like the clown he is. Another ring of strength. You can never have too many of those. For this, I'm mostly just going to grab some health because health is mostly what we need. We don't need to retain block because I don't really have a lot of block. It gets tuned up every turn. I am going to use my first turn here to grab the gauntlet. No, I'm not. The gauntlet's hard to grab, but damage is only going to be 1, so we're only going to take 6 damage. And I didn't even mean to grab a strength ring, but I guess I accidentally did. And that's even enough to add so much damage. We're going to kill Idiot 1. Then we're going to throw all of these at Idiot number 2, and I'm pretty sure he's long since dead. Another item machine, so we're going to try and grab exactly that. Now we're going to remove 9 poison every turn, so we're going to be fairly hard to poison. Okay, this could be a more difficult boss fight because this guy's going to start to hit hard. We do have a healing flask in here now, so we get 10 health every time we pick that up. The first thing I'm going to want is a strength ring, and then we're going to try and grab the gauntlet after that so we can start putting on shield at least somehow. And I guess picking up the syringe wouldn't hurt anyway. That way we can start to stack that up, and we have the reflect mirror. I do sort of love how ridiculous this build is. We're now building block and damage and everything all at the same time, and we're going to do a lot of damage. We're already whittling him down. There's another 4 strength. Plus 4 strength, plus a whole bunch of shield. And look, we grab this, we get heals and another 8 strength out of 1 grab, 8. And that's going to even start to add a bit of block. But we're now hitting for 21 for just basic knives. Okay, we got the thing where he's only going to hit us for 1 for a turn, so that didn't even damage us. We blocked all the way through that. We can grab a whole bunch more strength and damage already. We didn't quite knock... Oh, we did knock the mirror in. He's already dead. That's how strong this build is. Because not only all that damage, he's got 21 poison. So even if we didn't grab anything at all on his turn, which we're going to, he would be mega dead. Each attack applies 1 poison onto the next boss. Okay, I somehow made it all the way to the next boss, and believe it or not, we're even stronger. Now, every attack applies 2 poison. And every time we attack now, we are also adding armor to ourselves. We're poisoning him, we're gaining strength, we're just doing colossal damage. Like, it almost doesn't matter. We're even spitting stuff out of the machine at this point, but he's only going to hit us for 1 damage. Our strength is already up to 8. We're just picking up so many rings. Our strength is up to 18 without even trying. He's up to almost 40 poison damage. The biggest trouble for us now is going to be things like reflect. We're going to reflect 1 back at ourselves, which is going to hurt. But then we're going to do colossal damage to him, and we're going to be feeling in good shape. I didn't even see the little ring hiding up here. They get so small. And yeah, he's actually dead already. That's insane. Okay, the next boss again. 531 HP. But the first grab, now we increase armor every time we hit something. And believe it or not, I have a lot more strength things again. And now also every time we get hit, we drop items from our deck into the machine. We're going to drop the mirror in, so he's going to reflect that on himself. That might come back to reflect at me. I'm not really sure. We have 2 reflects though. What I would like to do is, it would have been nice to grab the blow dryer by itself, because that would have shrunk in 10 items, but we have shrunk in 5, which is really good for us. We'll just take some random grabs pretty much out of anywhere at this point. There's so much tiny, way strong stuff everywhere. We also have that can that converts block into strength at a 4-to-1 rate, so all the block we have will turn into strength, which is just raw damage for us. Like, we're already melting them, and I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing anymore. Okay, I think we get the blow dryer in, so we're going to shrink more items. We're also going to take only 1 damage for this next turn, should he actually hit us with anything. There's so many small items, I don't even know what I'm grabbing anymore. I'm just grabbing clusters of rings, gold, knives. It doesn't matter anymore. We're up to 25 strength, and that's without trying. He's also up to 42 poison. Not sure if this is going to kill him, but the poison certainly will next turn, and it's very close. So we defeated him without even trying, hardly took any damage, and we were way overkilling him.